Today we will discuss regarding work measurement and time study. It is also belongs with the work study. In that work study, we already discussed. It is a combination of method study and time study. Now we will discuss regarding the measurement of work and time study. It is a topic related to the operations management. What is meant by work study and method study? How we will be do? Why we will do? What is the purpose? The application of technique designed to establish the time for qualified worker to carry out a specific job at a defined level of performance. Work measurements refers to estimation of standard time for an activity, that is the time allowed for completing one piece of job by using the prescribed method. Standard time can be defined as the time taken by an average experienced worker for a job, with provisions of for delays beyond the worker's control. And work study or work measurement technique is concerned with the establishment of time standards for a qualified worker to perform a specified job at a defined level of performance. Method study must precede time study before any attempt is made to measure and set standard for various jobs concerned. Have to be studied with the method study. And the time study will be done with the help of work measurement, work content. With work content we will be done. This is already we discussed. This one is proposed by the Frederick Schuyler. In this time study is defined the application of technique designed to establish the work content of a specified task by determining the time required for carrying out a task at a defined standard of performance by a qualified worker is nothing but a time study. And qualified worker means who is the qualified worker? One who is accepted as having a necessary physical attributes, who possesses the required intelligence, education, and has required the necessary skills and knowledge to carry out the work in hand to satisfy standard of safety, quantity, quality. In setting the time standard specifically when they are to be used for incentives, the standard to aimed at is one which can be attributed by the qualified worker. A representative worker is one whose skill and performance is average of the group under consideration. He or she may not necessarily be a qualified worker. They may be an average worker. Work measurement objectives. Work measurement objectives are comparing the alternative methods and making the best alternative method, assigning the correct initial measures, initial manning to the particular activity of work, and realistic costing, how it will actually taken a particular work, and delivery date for goods you have to measure it, cost reduction and cost control, training new employees, find ineffective time in a process, evaluate workers' performance, facilitate operation scheduling, establishing wage incentive schemes. For this purpose only we are doing the work measurement. Work measurement techniques are time study, work sampling, synthetic data, analytical estimating, predetermined motion time study. Time study work sampling involves the direct observation while remaining are data based or analytical in nature. So we will discuss only in the time study itself and also work sampling also. Coming to the work measurement techniques, the technique is the time study. Application we can use with the short cycle representative jobs widely used for the direct work. Centiminutes like 0.001 minutes, work sampling long cycle jobs minutes, synthetic data short cycle representative jobs centimeters, analytical estimating short cycle non representative jobs minutes, MTS manual operation confined to one work center, TMU we will be using 1 TMU equal 0.006 minutes. Early we will discuss regarding the procedure for doing of a work study. In that we specified over there: select, record, define, measure, extend, determine, compute. The same way we have a time study procedure also: select, obtain, record, define, measure, extend, examine or determine and compute. Time study basic concepts: obtaining and recording all available information about the job, operator and the surrounding conditions likely to affect the execution of the work, and then recording the complete description of the method, breaking down the operation into elements. Next, measuring with a stopwatch and recording the time taken by the operator to perform each element of the operation, and assessing the rating, extend the observed time to basic times, determine the allowances to be made over and above the basic time for the operation, determine the standard time for the operation. These are all the basic steps we have to be considered for in the time study. Here also we will be given that same step. First step, select the job to be studied, break down that work into the content of jobs into small possible elements, then inform the worker and define the best method. In the step 2, observe the time for appropriate number of cycles such as 25 to 50. Step 3, determine the average cycle time, that is cycle time equal times by number of cycles. Then in the step 4, determine the normal time after completion of finding of the cycle time. Normal time we will be find out. Normal time equals cycle time into performance rating. The performance rating is given to the worker by doing of the time study. In the step 5, determine the standard time using the following formula, like standard time equal normal time into allowance factor. Already we discussed the allowance we will be given for the work to the employee. For finding of the allowance factor, we have a formula 1 by 1 minus percentage of allowance. For calculation of time study, allowance factor is given. The allowance factor we have to calculate means 1 by 1 minus percentage of allowance. In the work, when we are assigned to the one particular worker, on the time the performance rating also will be given over here. Based on the performance rating, we are giving an allowances also to the employee. And here we will be calculating the n, it is into the step 2, that is by using of the formula like z square equal n1 in summation of x square, summation of x whole square by h square, summation of x whole square, where n1 is the preliminary sample size, x is the record stopwatch times, h is the of the precision interval in percentage. If example we have taken means h equal 0.05, z equal standard normal static for the desired confidence level how much they are given, that we have to give specify over here for finding of the n. And allowances we are giving to the employee. Normal time for the operation does not contain any allowance for the worker. Actually we are given a work time is the normal time. When we are coming to the standard time, in that it is the allowance also will be included. It is impossible to work throughout the day, even though the most practicable or effective method has to be developed. Even under the best working method situation, the job will still demanded the expenditure of human effort, and some allowances must be therefore allowances have to given. And for recovery for the faith and relaxation, for the relaxation purpose we have to given some allowances must also be made to enable the worker to attend to his personal needs. The allowances are categorized into relaxation allowance, interference allowance, contingency allowances. These three ways of allowances we have to provide for the worker. When we are finding the normal time on that particular situation, we don't have any calculation of allowances. When we are coming into the standard time of particular work, on the time we have to give the allowance to the particular work. If we are developing an effective method also, or we are giving an qualified worker also, any human they cannot be work without an allowance, without an personal needs or other things. Some of the things will be happen the work itself. On that particular situation we have to give with the allowances. Here the relaxation allowance is the fixed allowance or variable allowances. Relaxation allowances are calculated as to allow the worker to recover the fate. Here relaxation allowances are two types, fixed allowances and variable allowances. In the fixed allowances, personal need allowance is there, and allowances of basic fate is there. For fixed allowances is nothing but drinking a water, smoking, washing hands. Those are the personal needs at a workplace. Women are personal allowances also there. For women also personal allowance is given, but it is more than the men time. If we are giving allowance for the men is the 5% and men is the 7%. Allowances of basic fate, for this purpose we are giving it is characterized as allowance as 4 is the in the basic time. It has basic fate allowance. Allowance is compensate for the energy expanded during the working period. It is the allowance is 4% of the basic time. Variable allowances are allowed operator who working under poor environmental conditions that cannot be improved, added stress and strain performing the job. Variable allowances is added a fixed allowance to an operator who is engaged on medium and heavy work and working under abnormal conditions. The amount of variable fate allowance varies from organization to organization. Here we won't mention a allowance, but a basic allowance, and then it will be given with the another time, another means of time. And then interference allowance. Interference allowance included into the work content of the job compensate the operator for the unavoidable loss of production due to simultaneous stoppage of two or more machines being operated by him. One particular person is operating more than one mission on that particular situation. We are allowing to give some of the allowance. He is doing a simultaneous work. This allowance is applicable for mission process controlled jobs. Interference allowances varies in production to number of missions assigned to the operator. The difference of the mission increases the work content based on the work content. And then contingency allowance. Contingency allowance is the small allowance of time which may be included in a standard time to meet legitimate and extended items of work or delays. The precise measurement of work of which is uneconomical because of their infrequent or irregular occurrences will be happen. This allowance provide for small unavoidable delays as well as for occasional minor extra work when we are assigned to the particular worker. Some of the examples for the contingency allowances: tool package involving removal of tool from the holder and all other activities to insert new tools into the tool holder. And another one is another situation is power failure of small duration, obtaining the necessary tools and gigs from control tool stores. Contingency allowance should be not exceed 5% of basic time. These are all the allowances we will be given into the three circumstances for finding of the standard time of that particular work. And allowances: personal allowance, contingency allowance, variable fate allowance, and fate allowance, relaxation allowance, all comes under the total work allowance. We have to be mingle allowance with the finding of the standard time. Here we are showing all the allowances with the standard. These arrows are shown with this U into different situations or allowances are given to the employees for calculation of the work in a standard time, worker and the particular work in a standard time. And then standard time computation will be like this. Already we discussed. Here we have a number of steps to calculate a time study, that is the standard time. Record all information, record a complete description of method, assign divide that work into the elements, measuring the stopwatch record, assign the rating to the worker, basic time for an observed time, and determine the allowances and determine the standard time. These are all different steps, basic steps we have to follow in the time study that we are shown with the picture itself. Observed time with the rating factor and relaxation allowance with the work content, and count with the worker unably delay and by the calculation of standard time. Here we have a different steps here showing: observed time, rating factor, relaxation allowance, and allowances what we are given. Here we are we have a picture like when we are assign a work to the worker, then he has a basic time he has to complete, and work content how much it will be, and finally standard time with the allowances. And then work sampling. Work sampling also we have in different steps for work sampling. Uh, First step, perform the following uh, preliminary tasks. Select the job which is to be studied, inform the worker about the method study, prepare a detailed list of activities of a particular job, and then decide the total duration of observation. The total duration we have to decide means number of hours per shift into number of shifts per day into number of days. And then we'll have another step, determine the number of observations to be made, where number of observations to be made with the formula what we early is shown in the previous formula. And then prepare a total tour schedule to take a specified number of observations over the specific time duration, and they record the performance rating of the worker and their activities as per the schedule, and determine the acceptable number of units produced during the period. Compute the percentage of working on a given task using the following formula. That is the formula we have: a percentage of working frequency of performance of task by total number of observations into 100. It will comes into the percentage. And then determine the normal time with the following formula: normal time equal total time into percentage of working into performance rating by number of acceptable units produced. Then determine the standard time. Standard time we have to find means normal time into allowance factor. Normal time we have to calculate allowance factor we have to calculate with the help of 1 by 1 minus percentage of allowance. Thank you. Thank you one and all.